Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again. Ransom Redmond in the house, blood. What you telling me, fam?
Arab money, blood. Arab money, blood.
Oh, brother.
Come on, bro. Get your fists up. This is mad, you know, lad. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Ransom yet. I can't even comprehend. Lad, I fell for some fake David Ornstein before. So yeah, get on this. I lost my glasses, right? And when I don't have my glasses and I'm looking at my phone, it's a bit of a tough time, right? And get on this. I looked at it and I saw David Ornstein and I saw blue and I was like, oh yeah, what's this? Moises Caicedo, Liverpool are the front runners, blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, lad, I do a YouTube video and that. And then I notice after the video, I'm like, let me double check that tweet, look at it again. Lad, it wearing a blue tick, which I thought it was. It was a cap.
No way, James, blood. That's it.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? I noticed before I uploaded it, though. I still uploaded it, but I just let people know before the video, oh yeah, by the way, I got it wrong, and I thought it'd still be funny to post.
Hey, I said cap, you know. Nah, listen. What you lot got was better than Caicedo. If you man end up getting 40 million, yeah, for them two pensioners, yeah. Oh my days. They're saying Fabinho and Henderson to Saudi, bruv.
Insane.
That's unreal, bro. Because your midfield needed a makeover, and these men are effectively just giving you money for the rebuild. It's a scandal. When you look at this Liverpool team, I was like, they've got no assets. Where are they going to get money from? Step up Saudi Arabia. These guys just fucking throwing money at you. It's a joke.
Out the limelight, bro. Out the limelight. Hey, listen, it's not about what you know. It's about who you know, and everyone else should align with that saying going forward. Listen, bro. These Newcastle owners, they've came into the league. They've smashed it with their team. They're now just helping all of us with our loopholes. That's all we're saying. All right. And listen, Liverpool haven't done enough cheating in recent times. So if we're gonna, do you know what I thought? Do you know what me tell you why I didn't think it was going to happen? Obviously, Jordan Henderson is the front runner for the LGBTQ campaign. So I was thinking, nah, he's not going to go there. Surely not. Next thing you know, idiot. You know what's funny? Everyone was having a go at me because I said I'm all right with him going. He's been 2 years past his sell-by date. So I'm custy with him, Dusty. And everyone's like, oh, no.
He was doing the armband thing, wasn't he, Henderson?
Hey, the rainbow thing?
Yeah.
Si, senor.
That's what I'm saying. Henderson was
like the front runners. And no, he took it 1/3. He had rainbow laces as well. He was fully head of the campaign, bro. So I'm being deadly serious. But anyway, fans were like, oh no, we can't go. You can't let go of Neymar and Jordan Henderson in one transfer window. So I simply suggested, well, yous were all saying Milner should have went 2 years ago. So it doesn't really make a difference. Plus, bro, Jordan Henderson has agreed to go. And the fans are still saying, oh, we're forcing him out the club. We haven't even agreed a fee with them. And he's already signed his name on the contract. He's ready to go.
You seen the money, bro. Them men are saying that, bro, this guy is going to be on at least $500,000 a week, bro. Come on, man.
I love my captain more than these top Reds. They want him to rot on the bench on 150k a week where he's barely going to do anything. And if he does play, then he's only going to be a detriment. And then everyone's going to eventually call him shit. Yeah. I want him to go to Saudi, Dusty there. What? 700k a week for an apology? Don't mind if I diddly do. You know what I mean? I'll try him to the airport. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, listen, bro. I would apologize for a lot less than that. You know, like that. That's crazy. Bro, 700k a week for someone of Jordan Henderson's ability, bro. He must have thought, you know what, bro? Bro, these things. That is literally what you call a once in a lifetime. He would have never thought that at any time in his life, there would have been a possibility of him getting that amount of money, bro. It's scary, isn't it? Steven Gerrard, bro. Just went over there and just, money laundering.
He might be the biggest overachiever in football of all time, Jordan Henderson.
Oh, bro, by far, easily.
Do you think he tops that list? Because here's the thing.
He's a right place, right time guy, innit? That's literally
2-3 years. He was a very efficient player in our system. That's the word that I found for Jordan Henderson. Now he was efficient, but that efficiency went 2 years ago. You know what I mean? He hasn't really the thing that I used to say to you that we used to play better with Jordan Henderson, which was statistically true. And if you watched us, we did just have a more harmonious play about us. But that hasn't been the case for the past 2 years, and people still apply that narrative with Jordan Henderson, which just is not the case at all. Change needs to be embraced, and and it's not a case of just wanting nice new toy. Hendo's been here for 12 years. Fabinho's been here since 2018. You know, we need to embrace change.
Wow, he's really been there as long as we've had De Gea. I didn't even know that. I didn't know he's been there as long as we've had De Gea. 12 years for real. He's been there that long.
Wait there. When did De Gea join? 11.
Yeah, he joined under Ferguson, bro.
Oh yeah, Henderson joined under Kenny Dalglish, bro.
Lord have mercy. He's been there that long.
Yeah. He was there. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he sign the same window as Andy Carroll and Luis Suarez?
That's unbelievable. I didn't realize he was there for that long. That guy is fully like, whoa.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm actually really proud of him, lad. You know what I mean? He's like a kid who you just wouldn't have expected to get to that level. He's won everything in the game. Now he's the fifth highest. If he gets this contract over the line, I don't think it's 700k a week. But if it is 700k a week, then bro,
even if it's 500, it's tax free, bruv. Like you got to understand. You're seeing the salary that you're seeing they're actually getting in England. Half of that money is going to taxes. In Saudi, they're getting all of that. So even if he was on 500k, that's the equivalent of being on $1 million a week in England, bro. Like that's crazy, bro.
He'll be the fifth highest paid footballer in the world. He's cracked the system.
Yo, that is wild, man.
Isn't that mad?
Listen, you can't hate the guy. I would have signed that shit before anything. As soon as they sent me that, I'd have said, listen, I'll speak to Liverpool later. Yeah, hold that signature. Bro, crazy.
How shameless is Gerrard, by the way? First thing he does when he gets there, just like, yeah, mate, I'm going to bring me mate Jordan Enzo Nino.
That's it. But come on, but this is life though, innit? It's all about who you know, not what you know, bro. Do you know what I mean? As soon as he got that job, he was like, oh yeah, my mate, let's sort him out with some money. And then he's got someone he knows there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Because he's going to be like assistant coach when he goes there. Because Gerrard's his guy. So he's just going to be chilling with his mate. Do you know what I mean?
Fabinho's being chatted for 40 M's as well. Don't mind if I diddly do. So Henderson's being chatted for 10 million. Fabinho's being chatted for 40 M's. What we know about both deals, we know Jordan Henderson has agreed personal terms and he's happy to go. We're just waiting for the £10 million fee to be agreed. And then Fabinho, apparently they're going to Al at Ittihad, I think they're called. They're going to be putting in a bid of 40 mil for man like Fab.
40 million. So. How many years has he got in his contract? Surely not that many. 40
2 or 3.
Oh shit! What did you give him a new contract recently? Because
nah, the last contract he signed was two seasons ago, I think, and it was a long contract.
Okay, because I was thinking, how the hell has he still got loads of time?
It was more of an extension. I don't even think he went down to like a year left or anything. I think he just had like 2 seasons left, and then we gave him another 3 years or something. I'm not too sure, but something like that. But this is good though, because not only do you get the transfer funds accumulated, but now you're freeing up the wage bill of both players. Yeah. This also now increases the agency of new players that need to come in, and we've been linked with Lavia, and I'm a fan of Lavia. And a lot of Liverpool fans who haven't watched them really or don't really look at football in a certain way, they're just looking at him for his age, innit? They're just thinking he's young, so he's not going to do well. Whereas I would combat this with the fact that, you know, Pep Guardiola identified him with Man City. Jurgen Klopp personally wants him at Liverpool. So based on these two things, 2 top coaches who have identified a player, had a good season in the Premier League, and he's better at this current level than Fabinho is at this current level.
For sure.
Peak for peak, we're not talking the same, but the ceiling is already, he's nowhere near the ceiling, Lavia. Fabinho and Henderson are bouncing off the ceiling. So I'm just saying that we need to make these reinforcements at one stage or another. And you're just seeing too much. I don't want to make it like a show of me having to go with the top Reds, because I know you do this enough, but I'm just saying that people who are like, we need to keep Jordan Henderson and we need to do this. I just think to myself, like, we need to embrace change. Otherwise, that's a bit of an issue. But yeah, that's just the way I see it for me. Did I cut out there?
No. The audio was fine. It froze a little bit on the visuals, but the audio is completely fine. Your audio's still there, but yeah, your picture's like lagging a little bit. Yeah, you're good now. You're good.
I'm a good?
Yep, you're good. Man said...
okay.
But yeah, like all these players and managers are just going to be having barbecues at each other's house. Bruv, Saudi, that's looking at the ultimate vibes league, innit, bro? Like it's just turned into the MLS, bro. It's like the MLS, when the MLS were doing this and everyone was kind of going there for their final days, and now that's what Saudi's turned into. Do you know what I mean? And the MLS done it for a little while, then they stopped doing it. So we'll see how much longevity there is in the Saudi thing. I don't think there's much. I think this will happen for like 2 or 3 years and then they'll get bored Yeah, I mean
It doesn't
that's what I
seem
think.
like something that's overly sustainable. Like, they've got dough for it. The only thing is, like, how long will Europe persist with just selling players there until it gets a bit like what happens when like a big player do you know what kind of set it for me? Do you know Jota from Celtic? When he signed, I was thinking, that's interesting because now young players are going there. And why wouldn't you when you're getting offered those wages? And no one cares. You can just do an Oscar at China. Even Oscar came out and said that it's like, why am I going to not go to China? I'm never going to make that money in Europe. Like,
Yeah,
do you know where I came from? I am poor, bro. Like, I'm
yeah,
here to
that's
not
it.
only set me, I need to set my family and my kids. So,
Yeah,
I think it's a lot of sense. And, I know that people are going to call Jordan Henderson wrong for it, but mate, like, oh, come on.
there's
You know what I
nothing wrong.
mean?
He's at the end of his career. I think he's extremely right
He's
for it.
playing footy, bro. He's playing footy. He's being offered this insane wage, and everyone applies these footballers like because you know what people say, it's like blood money or something from there. Even if that was to be true, and you don't want to take into consideration that everywhere in the world's fucked, and you want to just put it on that area of the world, fine. If you want to do that, then why is that the footballer? You know what I mean? Why is that the footballer's fault to take responsibility for this? Because then if you saw where your money came from at the top of the corporations and you saw who owns all these chains, you would probably say they're scumbags. Oh, but it's time for
Oh,
you to get your
100%.
9 to 5 wages. But because these getting enhanced wages, it's a bit of a different story. So it's just hypocrisy at the highest level, my man. And
Yeah,
what
but that's
side are you
what it
doing?
is. But that's what it
It's
is.
fair game. You've got the job.
Everyone's trying to do the moral thing, yeah. But at the end of the day, all of these massive corporations that are paying everyone, them man are all got their hands in madness. So do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna pretend to care. I'm not gonna pretend to care at all, like that. So it just is what it is. It doesn't matter where the money's coming from. I don't care, bruv. Like, straight up. I don't care. As long as my money hits my bank account here when it's supposed to hit, I don't care where it's coming from. Like
Did you
that.
see Al
Because boy,
Nassr not pay the
man,
player on time?
yeah, brother. Apparently they got mad debts or something like that, bro. How is that even a thing though? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't get this because isn't their top 4 clubs owned by
Yes,
the
by
Newcastle
by,
owners?
by PIF, yeah.
And aren't they worth trillions? Like, bro, come
Yeah,
on.
so
Like,
I
how are they?
don't so I don't know how that's happened, brother. It's probably a mistake. You know them ones there, like,
Must be.
probably a mistake. That don't even make no sense. Like that. It doesn't
I
make
don't know how
any
you can
sense
get an
whatsoever.
Arab in debt. It's mad.
But this, I mean, it's not real, man. Do you know what I mean? It'll be sorted out very soon. All right, big up John for the super chat. I did see the Dele Alli interview. I spoke about it on my show with Saeed earlier. Did you watch it, James?
I saw the beginning of it. Yeah, man, it was tough. You know what I mean? It was a tough watch in a way that now people give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's like, but you don't take into consideration what could have been happening before. It's just always entitled, and it's this and that and the other. And the biggest disappointment for me is just seeing how people react. I think I remember mentioning it to you actually. Do you remember when everyone was getting on him for the laughing gas? Like when he was
Yeah,
doing balloons and he got caught
yeah,
on camera. I just kind of said, like, listen, whatever's happening, we don't know. And he's just having it, like, regardless, he's having a laugh. He's clearly going through a tough time to be, putting all guns down and doing this. And everyone's just saying, like, oh, he doesn't care. That's the first assumption always. And,
yeah,
you know, eh, eh, even he said it himself. He was like, I was already getting this slander before I was even doing it. So it's like, if you think
yeah.
about it, it gets to a point where you're thinking, well, yeah, these are already having a go at me. I might as well fucking do it because
Yeah,
everyone's
facts.
against me. No one wants me to do well. And only if I'm doing well is when I get support, which is quite counterproductive. You'd like to think when you're down in the dumps is when everyone will lift you up. But it kind of just goes to show where everybody is now. And if you invest your time into social media too much, which is why I don't, besides when I'm doing videos and whatnot, then
Yeah, same.
that's it's not productive. So it's tough, man. It's tough, but I'm glad he came out, and I hope he just improves. Because me and you mentioned it as well. Like he's one of the best young players I've ever seen, lad. So
Crazy
even if he
player.
can get half of that, then Everton have got a good player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And who knows what his career still holds anyway. He could end up getting a move from there. Who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? Because he's got the ability. It's just all about being in the right frame of mind, isn't it? Once he's one hell of a player. Like, you don't lose ability. That's one thing you don't lose, isn't it? And he's got so much of it. So it'll be cool, man. Hey, big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you smash the like button. Let's get us up to 500 immediately, bro. Immediately. You lot are asleep. Man said they overlooked the bill or something. I don't know what it is, but it sounds political, man, this money thing. Because that club's got crazy money. They got CR7. They also announced a new Nike deal. Do you know what I mean? For their kits and stuff like that. So Nike would have paid them some money as well. So there's no way that they don't have money. Like, it's impossible. Do you know what I mean? And Nike didn't want CR7 wearing a kit that wasn't Nike, of course, because he's got I think he's got a lifetime sponsorship with them. So that's why they changed the whole club's kit to Nike, just because Ronaldo was there. So these man got hella bread. Like, so this money thing doesn't really make any sense.
They'll probably just be something that they missed, and I don't know what it is, but they make their own laws. I swear they're literally the kings there, so I'm not like,
Yeah,
I'm
they'll
not.
sort it out.
I
They said
don't
it's a
even
debt.
know.
It's a debt with a player. What? As in they owe a player money.
Yes. They owe a player money. That's it.
But why did they owe a player money though?
I think it's because they must have missed it, because it's not because they can't afford to. Maybe the player pissed them off and they just wanted to be a bit like Benzulu, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but that's what I'm saying. Maybe my man pissed them off and they said, "All right, cool, we're not paying you, my guy." And now they get in trouble for that because
Because
they
then
said,
Because what's anyone gonna do if they don't pay you? Like anyone. So first and foremost, they're the royal family. Second of all, what the fuck are we gonna do? We
nothing.
signed
But
your
they're
rights to
saying
go
that they
there.
can't register players in it until they're saying he can't register. They can't register players until it's paid off. Though that's what they're saying.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. So
Maybe.
that's what they're saying. So someone else, and
Just
they said
take
they didn't
Henzo and
finish.
Fabinho, and whatever happens after this is fine with me. You know what I mean? Like I'm just ready for change. You know what I mean, bro? Like because we were never gonna get Doe for them. We were never gonna get Doe. Never ever. If you offered me 10 million for Jordan Henderson, I'd bite your hands off. And by the
Yeah.
way, if you offered me a packet of quavers as well as I'll offer him the Uber. I'll pay for the Uber. He can go there. We free up 150k a week wages if he goes. And
Yeah.
that's fine. And he's been great. He's won everything. What else does he have to prove? Seriously. What has he done in the past 18 months that warrants a starting place or even a place on the bench? I'd
Nothing.
rather see Curtis Jones and players like that given a chance.
Facts. Facts. Do you know what I mean? And this is exactly what it is, guys. So I mean, at least realistically, it's an amazing bit of business for Liverpool. If they can get rid of Henderson and him and Fabinho, yeah, bruv, it also, you know what it does? It frees up space for a player that's gonna come in and play straight away. It frees up a lot of money in terms of wages, obviously money to spend, bro. And it also freshens up the team. If you looked at them two have left, like, bro, like when you look at your team, yeah, starting next season, and then you see the starting 11, and you've got a completely new midfield, bro. It almost feels like a new team.
Which is needed. We got
Yeah,
fifth with the last one. So
yeah,
I just don't get the fear of change. It's like, okay, so if we do nothing, you stay exactly where you are. If you so say there's 10 doors and behind each door there's a risk, you can decide which door you're going to choose for however long you want. But you'll notice a couple of seasons later, you're standing in the very same spot with the same options. So why don't you jump on it now? And actually, why don't you maximize the opportunity of literally a country willing to buy like the deadwood of your team? And they're doing this across Europe right now. So I said this when they were buying Chelsea players, fans. Why don't we jump on that? Why don't we try and get them over there? Because that's the only way we're going to get money for them.
yeah,
And if you're going to rely with the idea that we're a sell to buy, which I do, just because that's what history tells me, then
sure.
we need money. Why are we going to buy players like Lavia and let's say Caicedo if we even enter it, which we won't, but just if we did, like the only way we do this is by letting go of these assets. And I thought they were disused assets from this day forward, but turns out no. Turns out every beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and we got some makeup on Henzo and we got him out there.
Yeah, it's bruv. I don't even think Henderson could believe it. Do you know what I mean? When he saw
That's
the
why he
offer, and
signed it.
that's why he signed that shit immediately, because he's
You
thinking
know
this
it,
ain't
bro.
real blood. He's like, no,
He
listen.
didn't think about anything he's done. He didn't think about the moral aspect. He just thought about family, and
Yeah,
that's good.
he
Good
was
on him.
like, let me sign this before they change their mind, innit? Because that shit is crazy. He would have never thought that a day would ever come where he would see that amount of money from football or from anything else. This is not normal money. This is life-changing money, even for someone who's already a millionaire. So literally, it's one of them ones where, bruv, you can't hate the guy. And 100% Liverpool doing some good business if they get Lavia, for sure. He's a good player. He's definitely still one for the future. However, he's quality. You know
But
what I mean?
Rance,
So,
do you know what?
yeah.
At this moment, is he better than Fabinho right now?
Yeah, for sure. From what he's showing.
Exactly. So it's automatically an improvement. And then, like you say, he's slightly future-proof. So you can get that element of being able to be excited of what he can become, and Jurgen Klopp working with him from a young age. You've got to start at some point. And I don't think anybody, especially in the Liverpool fan base, should be expecting a title race immediately, especially if Manchester City withhold a similar standard. So even if we can just get back into the top 3 conversation, even just Champions League, really, just let these players build. It starts off something exciting. So yeah, Jurgen Klopp's going to be going in 2026 as well, so we need to get something built.
Oh, for sure. Like, you know what I mean? And if you end up bringing in 3 centre midfielders, that's what you needed. And then potentially, what do you reckon you lot are in for a centre back as well? And then that's you.
I'm still unsure. I'm really unsure. I don't know what we're going to do if we actually get these 2 deals over the line, because I didn't think these 2 deals were upon the horizon when I made the conclusion that we weren't going to sign anyone else. I thought we were going to persist with Henderson and Fabinho as the 2 6 options. So when I found out they're going, now what I'd like to think you get 2 more midfielders and then 1 centre back, because that's still 2 more players out the squad when you think about it. And to be fair, I always looked at Henderson not as squad depth, but as false depth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He weren't ever that guy. Like, okay, he fills a number, but if he plays, he's not going to do anything. So I didn't want that false depth in the team. However, now that he is gone, I would like to see us replace him with another body. Who that may be, I'm not too sure. But let's hope that we just go out and at least get 2 more players. And if you get a midfielder and a centre back, then it gives us something to work with. But I do think we're still leaving ourselves short, because remember, Oxlade went, Keita went, Henderson.
Oh, Oxlade went. Gone. I didn't know he went. Where did he go?
Yeah. Free. Contract expired.
Okay. Well, has he signed for anyone? I didn't know he.
No. He's a free agent.
So Keita's gone. Oxlade's gone.
Oh, Hendo's gone.
So you've lost 4 midfielders.
That's right.
Wow.
Which sounds bad on surface, but we would have got rid of Oxlade sooner if an offer came in, but no offer came in because he was too injury prone. So I think we were happy to be a midfielder down for quite a while, but we just couldn't let go of Oxlade.
Shit, man. So if you've lost 4, yeah, okay. But even if you lose 4 midfielders and you bring in 3, that's still good business. You know that
it is, because they're all better as well. The ones that we bought in, Szoboszlai, bro, he's amazing. Have you watched Szoboszlai? Do you like Szoboszlai?
A little bit, because I remember when he was getting linked. He's getting linked to Arsenal. Like I watched him play and that, and yeah, he's definitely a Liverpool player. Like in terms of his profile, innit, he'll do well there. You know what I mean?
See, I can't remember us. I can't
strikes the ball well as well. So it's one of them ones where you lot ain't really had goals from midfield probably since Genie, like so.
Nah, not Genie. Genie weren't a goal scorer for us.
He didn't score loads of goals, but he would contribute. Do you know what I mean? He scored goals.
Nah, I think
he scored goals for Newcastle as well, didn't he? He didn't score for you lot.
Nah.
That's mad, bruv. I remember him scoring goals for Newcastle, bruv. I thought he
scored for Newcastle. He scored for Newcastle, Netherlands, but he very rarely
got you lot.
He was more of like the box-to-box player for it. He was assistant player for us, and he was really good at it. But he scored 2 goals against Barca. There you go. There's one that you can remember. He usually scored big goals if he scored. You know what I mean? He saved it for the big.
But you haven't had a consistent goal scorer from midfield in a long time.
Yeah, Coutinho or Ox. When Ox first came in, he was good. He was good when Ox first came in. He was bossing, lad. Like, gotta give Oxlade-Chamberlain in 17, 18 respect. You know what I mean, chat? Anyone who knows ball knows that Oxlade was on fire that season until he got clattered at Roma. But what's it called? Coutinho and Szoboszlai. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm the biggest fan, Ranzaroni, and I like to stay balanced on things. But he's a baller, MG. He's well better than Mason Mount. Can we get across that boundary? Do you think Mason Mount's better?
Bruv, listen, I'm sure he is. Like, I'm sure he's better than Mason Mount. I don't rate Mason Mount like that. Come on, bro.
Okay. I thought you were going to defend Mason Mount.
No, bruv. Listen, I don't rate Mason Mount like that.
No, do you want to take the only reason why I raised Mason Mount? Not even.
I think he's because he was linked with you lot as well. Yeah, I know. Nah, he's the better signing. He's the better signing of the 2. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's technically better than Mount, innit? So it's one of them ones where, like, I get it, innit? Like, you lot got a better deal. How much did you pay for him though, compared to how much Mount would have cost?
60 mil.
Okay, so you paid more for him, and it makes sense. He's a better player, innit? So
5 million more, and he's on 120k a week, and you paid 300k a week for Mount, innit?
Yeah, I think it's 250. I don't think it's 300. But either way, it's still like a good 100K too much. Do you know what I
So
mean?
over
But
the
either
course of
way.
the year, you will probably end up paying more for Mount.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Do you know what I mean? So nah, he's good, man. Nah, he's good.
Nah, like
Listen,
obviously.
I ain't got nothing really to say bad about him. I think he's a decent player. You know what I
Anyone
mean?
who's gonna say shit is just a hater, man. He's got an elite
Yeah.
mentality. You're all haters, bro. Did you see him just chat to Neymar? He was like, "Are you gonna score?" He was like, "Of course we're gonna score, bro." Nah, he just teared Neymar,
Yeah, bro,
and then
nah, he's a
obviously,
player. He's a player.
and you know what else? He came out, yeah, and he said, he put an emphasis on that he's won a trophy in every single year of his professional career. So obviously he was at Salzburg, but then he
Mm.
went to Leipzig and he's won 2 cups in a row in Germany. So he's a baller, man. I'm liking the look of him. He's sick for Hungary as well, so he can do it in the team that underperforms. And since we lost Coutinho, because Coutinho carried our team at many occasions, so did Gerrard. We haven't had that one individual who can
Mm.
just carry the team by himself, you know what I mean, for quite a while. It's been very systematic. So if the team's playing bad, everyone's playing bad and no one's really dragging us out. Whereas now, if we are playing bad, he can just whack a long shot from 35 yards and then
No,
Bob's your
yeah, he
uncle
can.
Franny man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He strikes the ball very well, innit? So
Right.
it's one of them ones. Nah, he's a good player, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be interesting to see, yeah, how it gels, innit? How it gels, because you're legit bringing in a whole new midfield, and obviously that's not gonna click right away. Do you know what I mean? You've had players back from injury. It's almost gonna feel like a new team again. And with that, is there gonna be a settling in period? Do you know what I mean? Like who knows, innit? Because
Someone's just
you've
said
lost
in the
a lot.
chat
You've
then,
lost a lot of senior players. Like if you lose Milner and Henderson and Fabinho, yeah, you look at the age of these guys. These are like senior players in your dressing room. All three of them gone. Do you know what I mean?
so,
So yeah,
so.
so you're gonna need bruv, it's gonna be a new culture again. There's gonna be an
That's right.
adaptation
And that's
process.
good. We need to embrace it. That's a good thing that we get new
No,
culture
I
because
agree.
everyone's saying like, oh, leaders, leaders, leaders. It's like you lost Roy Keane and still won trophies. City lost company and still won trophies. Like we can
Yep.
be fine losing Jordan Henderson. It's not going to be a detriment to a point where like we fall off a cliff. And there was someone in the comments there, and I want to catch you because I know what they were trying to do. They were like, oh, is he better than Jude Bellingham, James? Get on this. I actually think he is. And I actually I would prefer the window we've had with all these players than getting Jude Bellingham. Not even messing. I weren't even on the Bellingham train like the way everyone else was. Like I was sort of saying like I'd rather a
I think
collection
he'll be
than one.
more effective for you than Jude Bellingham right now,
That's
for
right.
sure. Like
That's
Jude
right.
Bellingham's 18 or something. Like, do you know what I mean? He's still finding his feet in football. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, he's gonna be more effective for you. Like, if I was a Liverpool fan, yeah, like I'm taking that for 60 mil instead of Bellingham for 100. 100% I am.
That's
Like
right.
that, like, come on, bro. Like, Jude Bellingham's not worth 100 million. I mean, I don't know if he'll ever be worth 100 million in his career, but I know that he's not worth that now. Do you know what I mean? And especially for a team like Liverpool that have a very specific way of playing football, yeah, Jude Bellingham doesn't necessarily fit what Liverpool need right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
People
crazy.
actually think I'm being salty because we never got Bellingham. That's funny to me, Rance.
Oh, he's
That's
20.
hilarious to me. Because what that would have meant if we got him would have meant that we wouldn't have got like other options in the midfield. And if you even watch me, you know, like I'm more about like quantity over what would be supposed quality. Because again, Jude Bellingham was one of more of those hype players. So, you little FIFA merchants, you can stick to your FIFA ratings. Me and Rance will stick to watching the actual footy. You know what I mean? And we will keep it moving, my friends.
No,
Because, bro, Szoboszlai is a nice player. You know, if you actually watch him, he's a nice player. He'll be much
he's
better
good.
for our team.
He's good technical. He's good technically, yeah, and he's an engine as well. Do you know what I mean? So he's gonna be able to carry out what the manager wants him to do, and that's what it's about, bro. That's what football's about. Like Liverpool already have an identity, already have a philosophy, already have a structure in place. So it's more about getting players of a certain profile to fit in, as opposed to just signing names in it. And that's why I think that's a good signing, because he ticks the boxes that need to be ticked.
Mm-hmm. That's right, my friend.
So I think it's a very good signing. Very good signing. I
That
mean,
is
so
right.
yeah,
I agree.
that's it. You look, get them lights up, people. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The man saying so what's like will be Liverpool's version of Kai Havertz. You lot are taking the piss.
Lol.
Also, did any of you not watch the Arsenal game? I kept seeing people in the chat saying that they drew or something like that. I saw Arsenal's lineup. It was quite a strong lineup. Have you not had a preseason game yet?
Nope. When's our first pre-season game, chat? That's interesting, actually.
That's what I mean. I saw the Arsenal starting lineup and it looked really strong. I saw Partey, all them man there. So I thought that they were gonna walk it. I can't lie. And then people saying that they drew with like Nuremberg or something, which kind of caught me off guard because I wasn't expecting that. Was the game a good game though? Was it actually
Carl should away. Okay, so we're playing on Wednesday.
Okay.
Playing on Wednesday.
And what are your new players gonna play?
I've not seen that.
Are your new players gonna be involved? Do you know?
What'd say?
Will your new players be involved?
I'd probably say yeah. I'd say yeah. I'd say Szoboszlai will probably be involved. Well, actually, both of them maybe because they've both been in training and they never came late and they're not injured or anything. I mean, McAllister looked goosed after the lactate test, but otherwise, yeah, I think they'll be all good. To be honest, I think they'll be ready to go, and it'll be a good tester to see them.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Man said Havertz was shit. Bro, you know what it is, yeah? It's one of them ones where it's only pre-season and it's only their first game, innit? However, United under 21.
He's not that good.
He's not. Havertz is trash, bro. Listen, our kids ended up turning Leeds over like yesterday, and the game wasn't great. Do you know what I mean? But our reserve team beat Leeds, innit? So when they're putting out, I'd say, which looks like about 80% first team against a team and not winning, yeah, it's not good. Do you know what I mean? It is only pre-season, I hear that, but we'll see in it. There's a lot of pressure on Arteta this season. He has to do something now, bro. This is, I think, his fourth full season now at Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? It's his fifth season if you're counting the half season that he took over at, which he won a trophy that everyone's giving him credit for, even though he didn't play all the games. So I feel like we have to count that season as well. You know, like that. Like, we can't say, oh, yeah, it's his it's his fifth season at Arsenal, blood. Or you can take the FA Cup away, innit? Which one is it? So it's his fifth season at Arsenal. He's got to go and win this league now, bruv. Man's about to spend 100+ million on Declan Rice. The paperwork still hasn't gone through. That's a weird one. Like, everyone's managed to do business after the Rice deal was announced and get it all the way through. So I don't know what's going on there. I believe that Rice will still be an Arsenal player. However, it's kind of mad. It's kind of mad for me, man.
I need to actually ask you something there because I don't understand the logic when someone says one team has to win the league, but then you won't predict them to win the league. And based on if you did a combined 11 with City and Arsenal, you put more City players in the 11. If you wanted to include a manager, you put Pep over Mikel. But then in the next sentence, you'll say Arsenal categorically have to win the league, and anything less is not acceptable. That's not one that I can agree with because I put City as the favourites, and therefore, if they're the favourites in my mind, then I'm not expecting Arteta go and win the league.
No, I think that they have to. I think that they have to win it on trajectory if they want to be. If they want to
more points.
Yeah, bro. You know what it is. Yeah, they have to. If they want to be the club that they say they are, even though I know they're not, then they have to win the league. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because what I know they are and what they believe they are is not the same thing. Like,
who's they?
Arsenal fans.
Okay.
In my opinion, yeah. Arsenal ain't that big of a club, innit? Like, it's big in name, but it's not big. It's not big in. It's not big in history. They've got no. They ain't got no Champions Leagues. Like, the European trophies and that.
That's right.
They're inventing these things. This is nonsense. Do you know what I mean? They might go back to Cup Winners' Cups and all these. Bro, it's a shambles, bro. You know, like that. It's a shambles. Do you know what I mean? And even when you look at Prems and all these things, bro, it's been 20 years since they've won a Premier. They've got no European pedigree whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, like they're not a big club, bro. Really, they're only.
I tried to help you, Arsenal. I tried to help you.
Like, they're actually not, James. But bro, you know what it is, yeah? It's like because they've gone out there, like, bro, they challenge City now. Do you know what I mean? Even though they finished like what 5, 6, 7, 8 points behind them, whatever, lost to them 3 times in the same season. Challenging City, yeah, is finishing behind Man City by 1 point, like Liverpool did, or stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen my team, yeah, lose a Premier League on goal difference. That's how you challenge someone. Whatever, anyway. Do you know what I mean? So these guys are talking like they're a massive club. We got Declan Rice, 105 million. All right, cool. Go win the league then. Go win the league then. Do you see what I mean? Because I get what you're saying. If you're so fucking massive, go win the league. Go win the league. Because Liverpool have done it, Man United have done it, Chelsea have done it, City been doing it. Go win the league, bruv. Go win the league. But you're not going
to the specific Arsenal fans who are like listening to this who believe you're going to win the league. That is a fair message towards you. Like, you know what I mean? That's fair. That's fair. If you think you're going to win the league, then you've got to be able to withhold it because they're a loud fan base, as every big one is, but they're especially loud. And it's one of those things where, like, they've had a right to be to a degree, but what they were big enough to be, they were comparing themselves to us, and I didn't like that. I weren't a big
Bro.
fan.
Like the
I
thing
weren't a
is,
big fan.
it's like you can be loud, but I feel like they've had so many failures, that there needs to be some humility. There's no humility. Do you know what I mean? There's none. Like these guys were turning up here to games with flares and that last season. Like they were ultras and stuff like that. Like this is a fan base that have been one of the quietest like at games for years, bruv. And then all of a sudden, last season, these man were going on like they were fucking Galatasaray, bruv, with all the fucking flares and all that, bruv. Drop me out. Do you know what I mean? And in the end, you ended up winning nothing, bro. These guys got knocked out of cup competitions and were saying, oh yeah, like bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. Oh yeah, all our eggs are in the league basket. You know what I mean? January comes, they go and sign Jorginho. Drop me out, bro. They're not a serious team, bro. They're not serious. And then Declan Rice, 105 million, they're dragging their feet to get this over the line, talking about they're going to do this, that, and the other, gold stripes on the kit. All of this for what? To win nothing. You're crazy.
Wait, there, who's more likely to win something next season, you or them?
Us. You know,
what, based on what premise?
Based on the fact that how many finals did we make this season?
But how does you last season get into finals translate to you getting to finals this season?
Because we'll be better this season than last season, and we
will you be better than Chelsea and Liverpool and all these teams who are also going to improve?
I believe so. You lot is a sticky one. It depends on how we finish. I think that you lot are gonna. I think you lot are gonna finish in the top 4. I do, innit? Based on the fact that I rate your manager with the players that you're getting. I can't guarantee it, but I think your attack gets you there. Chelsea have very good players, but their attack, I'm still not sure about, innit? I would put money on Liverpool's attack to score goals, so I put Liverpool in the conversation. Arsenal won't perform this season as well as they did last season. It's impossible because last season they overperformed, and also not only did they overperform, but you underperformed. We underperformed. Chelsea underperformed. Spurs underperformed. Is everyone going to underperform again? I don't think so. You know, like that. So it's one of them ones where when I look at them, yes, last season was their best chance to do something. They didn't do nothing. You know, like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if their performance next season is considerably worse than last season, because I think that everything went right for them last season and everything kind of went wrong for everyone else and they still couldn't do it. You know, like that. It's my manager's first season last season, 2 cup finals and top 4, top 3 and 2 cup finals, one trophy.
So the signings you've made, you're confident that you can keep going like this?
We've got Mount. Anana's imminent. Do you know what I mean? If we end up signing a striker in Hoyland and we sign Amrabat, another midfielder, with those 4 signings, I'm confident, bro, that we'll do what we did last season or better. I'm confident.
Is Amrabat better than Rice, do you think?
Yes. I've seen them play against each other, bro. Like, and one was clearly better than the other. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So it's like literally one of those things. You guys watched the final with me. Amrabat's better than Declan Rice. So, and he's going to cost 25 million euros. So it's one of the things. If we get Amrabat, we got the better deal by far. By far. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where if I'm looking at Arsenal midfield of Rice, Havertz, and Odegaard, that does not scare me, bro. Havertz in midfield. No thanks.
Do you think he'll start?
Bro, I think he started today. I think he's starting in the 8. He's Xhaka's replacement, left footer for left footer. I think that's what they're doing there, bro. Him in that midfield, even that Liverpool midfield's munching that midfield, bro. If you end up getting Lavia, and you got Lavia, you've got Lavia, fucking Soboslai, and what do you call him?
McAllister.
You'll absolutely cook that midfield. You know what I mean? Like that Arsenal midfield is not good. It's not good. It's not good. Do you know what I mean? Because the thing is, you see with Odegaard, Odegaard's a good player, but it's one of them ones where defensively, he probably needs more security behind him, innit? Like Havertz is not security, bruv. He's not security. That guy does.
Thomas Partey still play?
Yeah, bro, for now. But bro, he's even been linked with us. I think that he's leaving.
Oh, what?
Yeah, bro. Like he's even been linked with us. Do you know what I mean? So
that's weird.
It's one of them ones. It's weird. Like I think you don't spend 60 million on Kai Havertz to not play him. The guy's playing, bro. You know that I don't believe you spend 60 million on Havertz, yeah, and 100 million on Rice if Partey's staying. That doesn't make no sense. I think that for whatever reason they're trying to sell Thomas Partey, bro. I don't believe that at the end of the window he's still an Arsenal player. And I tell you what, yeah, Kai Havertz, positionless player, bro, positionless footballer, bro.
Oh, some big claims. Yeah, let's dissect that down a little bit. So first and foremost, I think Arsenal have got a better team than yous. So I do think that's one thing that we can include into factor. And I think managers are similar.
I don't think so.
Both managers.
Oh, we've got the better manager, but also
by far though, or is it close? Because I think it's more close than by far.
I don't think it's close at all. Like based on, think about it this way, yeah. Remember, James, you've seen my manager at my club, yeah, for one season. That's all you've seen for one season. He's won a trophy.
That's
bro.
a seedy shout, yeah. But Arteta also won one, and he had one less transfer window. You know what I mean? In his first season,
Arteta came in his in the season, yeah, took over from who was a good manager, and won a trophy in his first season, and then proceeded to finish 8th 2 years in a row after that. Is everyone going to forget that? Like, we can't forget, James, we can't look at Arteta now, yeah, in year 5, yeah, or season 5, and you're trying to compare him to what my manager's done in season 1.
No, but he won the FA Cup. You won the League Cup against Newcastle, and your run was
quite he came in halfway through, yeah, and won the FA Cup with someone else's team. It's not the same.
But he did the whole competition with another man's team. We then saw how bad that team was in hindsight because, bro, as much as I can attribute 8th place to Arteta, fair dues.
That team was, bruv, where did that team finish the season before Arteta came in?
Couldn't tell you. But I know the season that he came
4th or 5th or something like that.
I do also know when Emery got sacked, he was doing really, really bad with that team, and David Luiz was crap, and Aubameyang was crap, and there was no hope. Also, we got battered in the final 4-0 in the Europa League final, so that team was already on its last legs, G. And when you had so
5th the season before.
Okay, 5th. Okay, so 5th weren't even that good, and then they dropped to 8th, and half of that was already done by Unai Emery.
Good for Arsenal.
What?
5th's good for Arsenal.
No, not necessarily at that time because they were more used to being a Champions League club, so that was more like attributed. Now we're starting to drop. Of course, they was under Arsene Wenger. Don't even bullshit me. Don't even bullshit me, bro. Give me that face.
Champions League for ages though. Like you're forgetting, bro.
That was 2018, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like around the time that Arsene Wenger got sacked. Don't give me that bullshit face. I don't know why you give me a bullshit face.
Get sacked? I don't know when he got sacked, bro. I don't support.
When 2016?
Wasn't Emery there for like 2 years?
When in 2016, chat.
Bro, I don't know.
I'm just Rance. All the points I'm leading to. You're fully 100% attributing the downfall of Arsenal in the short term of when Arteta came in, when they were already on the way down. And then you mentioned the back-to-back finishes where they were stuck with players like Aubameyang and Lacazette, bro. Like they didn't really have space to rebuild. But bro, now the evidence. Wait, there. The evidence that I have
they missed out on Champions League for 3 seasons, so they weren't used to playing Champions League football
before Arsene Wenger.
Bro, Arsene Wenger was a long time ago, James.
Was that 2015? I'm trying to establish the year. Try and help me out at least.
James, Arsene Wenger was nearly 10 years ago at this point, bro. Like, we need to not talk about Wenger no more.
No, but okay, fine. We'll forget about Wenger. The point that I was leading to, regardless, is 5th place still is not that good. The difference between 8th and 5th can be 6-9 points. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is 5th, and also Unai Emery started that season and they were terrible. So a lot of those points accumulated in the first season when they had old Aubameyang, old David Luiz, they had Cech still in goal, I believe. So all I'm leading to is that there was a big rebuild job that needed to be made. Now, case studies suggest the second that Arteta gets his own team, they play decent football because he went from 8th back to 5th where they just missed out on top 4, and then they finished 2nd last year and they played great footy. And they've now got not only a good 11, but now they're building behind the 11. I think they're in a stronger position than you. And you're like they're saying about Ten Hag. He had a good first season, but so did Arteta. And he done it with another man's squad. I think Ten Hag had more of his own additions. He was able to bring half of his Ajax squad with him this season, whereas Arteta didn't have that luxury.
What, 2 players?
Okay, then. Well, still got to make additions of his own to where it was a significant. I think of your best. Yeah, I think of your best signings, Casemiro and Lisandro. I think of your best signings.
Exactly.
Yes,
and they're better than any player that Arsenal have. Both of them.
But Arteta never got that luxury in his first season, and he still won the same amount of trophies.
Yeah, but that's not the point though, because like someone said,
I'm just saying
like
that's another
he
thing
came
for
in,
Arteta.
he came in and he got the new manager bounce thing and managed to win a trophy. So what? Like, what does that mean, bro? Like, we
Can't
got
say
the
it's just a new manager bounce. It might just be good tactics
no,
with players
no,
who were on the way
no.
out.
But if it was good tactics, yeah, then why did man end up finishing 8th 2 years in a row then?
Because the players were really old and they needed to change the squad, and it was too hard because the players were on high wages. I know you don't want to accept it, but
Oh, so what?
Aubameyang was
So
on high
what?
wages.
So what? You're a Liverpool fan, yeah? So
That's
what?
right.
Klopp got what? 4 years? 4 or 5 years? Did he get 4 or 5 years to make Liverpool a serious team? He done it before then, no? Your squad was
Sorry,
worse than
repeat the
Arsenal's.
question.
Your squad
Repeat the
was worse
question.
than Arsenal's, yeah, when Klopp came in, yeah? Yes?
Yes, to a degree, I suppose. Yeah.
No, not to a degree. It definitely was. You remember the players that you had.
Yeah. No, we were bad. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
And how long did it take you lot to be playing cohesive football and be winning
In
and
our
be
first
winning?
season, we got to 2 cup finals.
Exactly. Exactly. Carry on.
And then we got top 4. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
of course. But what I'm saying is,
Look
it's
at the
different.
trajectory of that Liverpool team compared to that Arsenal team.
We weren't an
Bro,
old team.
forget age, you had a worse team than them. Did you not? Yes, you did.
It's
Tell the
you're
guys in the
simplifying it
chat the
too narrow.
players you had
All I'm
when Klopp
disappointed
came in.
in, Rance, all I'm disappointed in is someone with your expansion of knowledge in football is narrowing it down to a singular point. We know that it's a bit more external than that. They had an old squad. It's harder
No,
to let go of old players. Wait there. It's
answer the
harder to
question.
let go. Go on, what question? I
James,
don't want
answer
to
the
divert.
question. Tell the
What?
guys in the chat the players that
Go.
Klopp had here at Liverpool when he came in. Tell
If
them.
my memory serves me correctly, I remember Lucas Leiva, I remember Mamadou Sakho, Dejan Lovren, Alberto Moreno, Nathaniel
Right,
Klein.
right. And you got to 2 cup finals.
In the first season, yes, but
Exactly.
But yeah, no, that's right. And then we got 4th. But I'm just simply saying is that when you include the micro circumstances, it's important to take into consideration. They had an old squad, Aubameyang. Like, you know what it's like with old players. Like, one day they can be on the edge and going out of their prime. The next day, bro, they're a grandpa. It happened with Fabinho. Aubameyang's never been the same since they won the FA Cup. I'm just saying, if you include circumstances, they had to change the squad around. And now that he's got his own team, they're doing well. So just because trajectories were different,
You're saying they're doing well, yeah. This is his going into his 5th season. The guy's won 1 trophy, yeah, and you're saying he's doing well after 4 fucking full seasons. This is crazy.
I never said that
Doing
he
well.
overachieved. I never
No,
said
but
that he
you're saying they're doing well. But I'm saying, yeah, for a club that's doing well, that's won 1 trophy, yeah, in 4 years. That's doing well.
So they
Is
haven't
it?
done well over the past 2
Oh,
years.
at Manchester United, yeah. If
They haven't done well over the past 2 years.
Yeah, for them, not for a big club.
No,
That's
in
the point.
general, they've done well. To finish second from 5th is a good job. I don't understand why that's a hard thing to concept.
Dude, they've got no trophies. It doesn't matter. If
Yeah,
they
dumbass. How about this? How about we break it down like this? If you took over the team from 5th all the way to 2nd, you're telling me you're not a good manager for getting them from 5th to 2nd? Even I know that it took them 5 years.
Let me use what you just used. Yeah, let me use what you just used. This guy, this is the same guy that said finishing 8th, yeah, could only be 6 points. But then you're saying, oh, you took a team from 5th to 2nd.
I said usually it can be that. It can be
well
that.
Then, and 5th to 2nd could usually be, it could be 6 points as well. So at the end of the day, we can't do the hypotheticals, bro. The point is, in 5 seasons, yeah, the guy has won 1 trophy. At a big club, no manager gets 5 seasons to win 1 trophy. You said that he's done well. Winning 1 trophy in 5 years is not doing well, bro. Not in my opinion.
How long did Alex Ferguson take?
Bruv, I weren't born, man. Man can't be asking me these things, innit? Like, football's changed.
No.
At a big club, you do not give a manager 5 years, yeah? 5 whole years, 1 trophy and say that man's doing well at a big club. What big club allows that? Not Man United, not Real Madrid.
You sound like someone from my generation, lad. You've got the short-term patience of the TikTok kids nowadays. You're mad. Bro, it sometimes takes a bit more. Bill Shankly never won a trophy for 7 years, then took us to be the most successful team. Your manager never won for time when he joined. Arsene Wenger, I think he did win when he went in, but then we saw a long time where he didn't. The point is that just because there's been examples like Chelsea where they rotate managers and stuff, doesn't typically end well. 5 years, 1 trophy, not great. Past 2 years, they've improved. All I'm saying is now we've got a case study. And bear in mind, Mikel Arteta, very young manager. He's got his own players. Why can't he go and improve even more? Because
cool. So if they don't win anything again this season, then what? You saying what? Give him more time again, and then again, and then again.
I never said that. I just said that they're going to finish better than you, and these are the reasons why. I never said they were going to go and win loads of trophies.
Nah, you said that they've got a better team, and I said I don't agree.
That's right.
And you said
that's right. I was going to lead to the point that they've got a better team,
agree.
and that's why they'll finish above. Yeah, so it still links.
Yeah, but bro, they finished above us last season, bro. We got to 2 cup finals, won a trophy. They didn't win one.
But they were still better than you, though.
Did they win a trophy?
I don't think that determines. West Ham won a trophy. They weren't better than Arsenal.
No, but they had a better season than Arsenal.
No, they never. They finished 16th.
They had a better season than Arsenal because they won a European trophy.
Ridiculous. Arsenal won more games than West Ham.
So what? What does that mean?
So they were the bigger winners.
What did they win?
Not on trophies. They won more games. They won more competition matches. That is a bigger winner to me. That's like saying if, for instance, if an undefeated fighter, a 5-0 or whatever, won his first amateur belt, but then a pro boxer hadn't won anything at that point. But he was now in the
but it's not amateur because they're in the same league. It's not amateur because they're in the same league.
No, but you're even onto but there's even low level championships that boxers can win. Young professional boxers.
All right, cool. If you want to use a boxing example, cool. All right, James, we're in the same division.
You haven't even just taken in my boxing example, though. Is the fact that
because you said low level amateur. No, they're in the same.
Because you've just said that West Ham, who won the Conference League, had a better season than Arsenal. Are you tapped in the head? You absolute mass. How are we coming to this conclusion?
But they did though.
Okay, yes, they did.
How can you tell me that a team that won, a European trophy, won a trophy, versus a team that didn't win anything, but they just took part. They had a better season.
We won the Community Shield, so who had a better season, us or you? Because we won the same amount of trophies.
What, you're comparing the Community Shield to a European?
You've just compared the conference. You've just compared the Conference League to second place in the Prem. So now I'm comparing my Community Shield to your League Cup, which you never beat anyone significant to win anyway.
What's second place?
And your best player weren't even signed by your manager. So your manager's good.
James, you've watched your team finish second place multiple times.
They had a better season. If they are not better winners or bigger winners, then they had a better season.
What trophy did you get when you finished a point behind City? What trophy did you get?
I'm talking about who's the bigger winners, and that's my premise to why they were a better team than you last season. But that's just something you can't seem to comprehend.
So what should we do? Should we scrap all trophies?
It's not about what we should do. You need to expand your mindset a little bit more.
Should we have first, second, and league trophies then, and just get rid of all the other cup competitions, or what?
When did I say that?
Because you're going on like finishing second, you should get a trophy for it. Like it's better.
No, I never. I said second place is better than finishing 16th and winning the Conference League against Fiorentina. I don't know how you twist those words.
But it's not though.
How?
I just told you how. Because you get a trophy for one, a European trophy for one.
Okay, then now I bring it back to my argument. If a low-level, professional boxer, low-level, wins a championship, which is also low-level, is he now better than a Dillian White, for instance, who's been fighting in the game for a long, long time? Is he now better than let's say if there's someone who hasn't won a belt, but now they're experienced and fought the who's, but they just so happen to have not won a belt. This new boxer who's on the scene is now definitively better than him just because they've got a championship and he doesn't.
Okay, so listen to the words that you're using.
Okay.
You said better than. I said they had a better season than.
Yes.
I didn't say they were a better team than Arsenal. If I win a world title, and you're ranked above me in boxing, I've had a better year than you. You know why? I don't care if you're undefeated.
Where did the argument start? You do this, though. You change the argument as we go along.
I said we had a better season. I said we had a better season than Arsenal. You said no, we didn't.
No, I said we had a better. Arsenal have a better team than you. You then disagreed.
And I said I disagree.
What?
I said I disagree. Having a better team and being a better team are two different things. At the moment, they are better than us because they're more cohesive than us. I don't think player for player they've got a better team than us. I don't believe that. That's what I said. I said I don't believe they have
that, and I think that wouldn't go well for you. But okay, fair enough. But then that means you've just moved the goalpost all the way through this discussion.
No. You said Arsenal have a better team than you. I said I don't believe so.
Okay.
I didn't say that they are a better team. At the moment, presently, they are a better team than us. They're further down their path of evolution than us. You said that you think they have a better manager than us. I said I disagree. Yes. There's no way I'm swapping Ten Hag for Arteta, bro. There's no way I'm doing that.
You made it sound like one was well better than the other, and your premise
in my opinion, my manager is better than Arteta and a lot better.
Which is fine, but then you said that your premise was the League Cup, and then I mentioned Arteta's FA Cup.
Yeah, because you were talking about first seasons and X, Y, Z. I said
you mentioned this, so I responded.
I said you're judging Arteta, now.
Yes.
And judging my manager now. My manager's in his first season. Arteta's going into his 5th season.
And what managers can get worse as time goes by. Maybe Ten Hag's already peaked.
Yeah, but how could he have already peaked though?
It's unlikely, of course, but you never know. It could be the case. Like when Louis van Gaal
Oh,
first came in and won an FA Cup, you probably thought he was going to do a madness, and then he never. So, like, all I'm saying is that, like, it doesn't just because he won a trophy and Arteta won a trophy and Arteta's won 1 trophy in 5 doesn't mean that Ten Hag's going to go on and be better than Arteta. You're just doing 2 + 2. You're just doing
but the point is, until my manager gets his 5 seasons, you can't say anything. That's
so wait there. Now you give him 5 seasons.
He won't need 5 seasons to win another trophy.
But would you give him 5 seasons?
No.
Okay, then fair enough.
No, I wouldn't. If this manager don't win trophies in the next 2 seasons, I want another manager, bro. I'm not sitting. What am I doing?
Even if he improves and builds a project,
bruv. Listen, I'm a businessman, innit? Like I believe 3 seasons. 3 seasons is enough for any manager to show me that they can be successful. Anything more than that, no thanks. No thanks.
So it's not circumstantial at all.
Nah, not at Man United, it's not, because we're spending money. Like Arsenal are spending money. Arsenal have spent as much as us, or maybe more
money
than
doesn't
us.
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter. No, but it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. But the point is, but that's not the point. But the point is, if you've got the resources, yeah, and you've got the players, then why are you not winning, bro? That's it, bro. That's it. Or why am I going to give my manager 5 years for what, bro? That don't make no sense. I'm not giving.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying if
like
other clubs wanted,
someone put in the thing, Arteta spent 740 million. Like, come on, bro. Like, my manager couldn't spend that for 1 trophy, James.
If other clubs wanted to add a long project where you need to spend a lot of money, irregardless of trophies, but that's the guy with the profile who can build the team that you want. Yeah. And it's now seeming to be working out for them, even though it's taken 5 years. Bro, I don't understand the point. Like, Jurgen Klopp took 4, your manager took 7. You're saying it doesn't matter because it's old.
My manager, bro, like, you're talking about Sir Alex Ferguson. Look how long ago that was, bro. Like, I don't even know.
Why does it matter? Because the times are different. Why does it matter? Because the times are different.
Of course it matters.
Why? Because, yeah, think about it. If the same logic was applied back then, in Sir Alex Ferguson, you don't go on to win 13 Premier Leagues. You don't go on to win your Champions League. You're still a meaty club who's got the Bubsy era. So, lad, listen, I don't understand why it's different just because it's nowadays.
It's a different game now, bro. Like, you're talking about the game like it's exactly the same.
Okay, how?
You're saying how? You're about to watch Jordan Henderson go to fucking Saudi Arabia for 700 grand a week.
Okay, how does this correlate in any way, shape, or form?
How are you comparing, yeah, what was the going rate, yeah, at a time before you were born to what's the going rate now?
It's just inflation. It's the same. All of us have got more money the same way we all had less money then. It's just inflation.
It's not just inflation. How the game is run and everything like that is different.
Yes, bro. It's a different dynamic, which is why you need
a completely different game now, bro.
It doesn't need to be a fast-paced, quick process switcheroo because you can still have a manager for a long time and it works. We've proven that.
Who has?
Us, Liverpool.
What? Okay. You think that Liverpool have proven that?
For sure. Because what would we achieve without Jurgen Klopp? We've achieved well more with Jurgen than what we would have without. You disagree?
I hear what you're saying. How many years has Jurgen Klopp been at Liverpool?
About, I think this is his 8th, and he's won everything.
Yes, he has. He's won everything once. So
yes,
even though Jurgen Klopp,
think about what we would have done if we didn't have Jurgen.
No. But come on, listen to what I'm saying. You're saying what you would have done.
Like that point, yeah. Go on, carry on.
No, because he's been there for 8 seasons, yeah. But how many trophies has he won? Oh, 9. This is 9th season, and he's won what, 4 or 5 trophies?
I think it's about 7.
Oh yeah, if you include the not even taking a piss, the other
the Super European Cup and all that, the one that you can't win.
All right,
cool. European Cup.
But we never taken them things serious.
You did when you had Sir Alex, but fair enough.
Not really, we didn't. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? When we look at it, yeah, in all that time, in them 8 years, he's won 1 Premier League, 1 FA Cup, and 1 League Cup, 1 Champions.
Which is one of each more than another manager would have got us under the same system.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily know that, James.
But I'm very confident in suggesting that FSG wouldn't have been able to find a gem like Jurgen to be able to win trophies.
You don't know that, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
The same way you don't know if you got a new manager and kept Because think about the approach that you took. Think about the approach that Man United have took when they had a manager and trusted a manager for a long period of time. You won. The second you started chopping and changing every 2 minutes like they were prostitutes was the second that you cannot win trophies no more. And that's the thing with United. You're too impatient. So the fact that you're not willing to even take a project.
Your small sample size is hilarious because every club in football, that's been the most successful.
Not a small sample size. It's 10 years.
What you took, bruv? The most successful clubs in football are sacking clubs. Facts. The most successful team in this country over the last decade is Chelsea. They sack managers, bro. They're more successful than you guys. All the trophies that you guys have won in the last whatever under Klopp, Chelsea have had probably their worst time in recent times, and they've won all those trophies. Yes or no?
That's Chelsea. That's one example.
No. Don't say that's Chelsea. They're a football team that sacks managers.
We can't do what Chelsea do.
Real Madrid are a team that sacks managers. Barcelona are a team that sacks managers. Bayern Munich are a team that sacks managers.
You're now ignoring the context of certain football clubs. Arsenal and Bayern Munich.
You only keep certain managers when they are top managers and they're winning. Winning is what guarantees you don't get sacked. Pep has been at Man City for, as long as he has, because he's been winning, not because he's Pep Guardiola. Because if he wasn't winning, he wouldn't be there. That's my point. Like, managers don't be at clubs for a long period of time without winning
stuff. Of course, you can find examples to where there's clubs who have been successful off of that, but there's not a chance that it's always successful. And if Arsenal did what Bayern Munich did, that wouldn't have worked. If we did what City would do if Pep Guardiola weren't doing good, they get a new manager, it wouldn't work for us. Or what Chelsea have done, it wouldn't work for us. If we do what Barca done, it wouldn't work. If Arsenal done what Barca done, it wouldn't work. It's different for each club. Each club have got to take a different approach to a project to maximise success. If that's something you ignore, then you're just basically saying we all have the same resources, which we don't.
It's not different for every club. It's not different for every club.
So in football,
in football and in every walk of life, success is what brings you longevity. If you had a job, James, a sales job, and you weren't hitting your sales targets, they wouldn't say, you know what, James is a good lad, he's got good work ethic, we'll stick with him, and eventually, no. If you don't hit your targets, no, it's not, because
because there's not specific targets in football like there is in that job.
There is.
No, there's not. In that job, you're told...
If you're at a top club and there's no targets, bro,
you're told a specific number and you're told this, whereas in the league, you can be like, okay, we want to compete for the league this year, or let's say we want to win the league, but then all your players get injured. So you're saying, okay, now because of all your players getting injured, you're now going to get sacked. But then, what if the players weren't injured and when they come back... Don't interrupt. When the players come back, because football's more circumstantial than a sales job. If you're not getting sales in a sales job, I've worked in a sales job, it's more definitive. You're more straight to the point. If you're not getting sign-ups, it's something to do with you. Whereas in football, you can look at it from a circumstantial point of view because it's about doing better the next season. So if keeping your manager, who might have got a lot of injuries that season, like the way Arteta did with Saliba, and he had a low choice on centre-backs, you never know how much he can enhance the next season if you go out and get him a timber. So that's why a long-term project, the same way it has been with Arsenal, is actually a good thing, because no one would have predicted Arteta when he was getting 8th place to finish second, which he eventually did. Bro. Went over your head. Don't worry about it. It
didn't go over my head, bro. My intelligence far and my life experience far surpasses yours, so don't patronize me. Do you know what I mean?
I don't want you to perceive it as patronizing. I want you to understand.
That's exactly what it is. Listen, there's nothing you could say that could go over my head, firstly, and secondly, you know when you said football circumstantial, yes. But then when I turn around and I say, that Arteta finished second last season, but Liverpool underachieved, Chelsea underachieved, Tottenham underachieved, United underachieved, did that go over your head as well?
No, the score is that you...
Bro, is it circumstantial or not?
Of course, I've just said it's circumstantial plenty of times. I've said repeatedly throughout the process, each club is different. What City could do, we cannot do. I don't know how you can't understand that.
But bruv, we're not talking about you. Like, the bottom line is,
we're talking about Arsenal, and they're the difference.
Goals and targets. You haven't spent what Arsenal have spent.
You let go of Arteta. No, we are then genius. No, we are. So Arteta, you let him go. You bring someone else in. They're just now they're supposed to go above City straight away.
What are you talking about, bruv?
Because you're saying Arteta needs to go because he's been given 5 years. You're not putting anything into an idea of a project, which is...
I'm not talking about finishing above City. I said this brother needs to start winning shit, bruv. Even if he doesn't finish first next season, the brother needs to start winning trophies. The guy won 1 trophy in his first
But that
season.
means, what you've done throughout the whole argument, because this is what you've done throughout the whole argument, bro.
You
And then you
said
got
this
rattled
brother had a
again.
better season
This is
than us
what
and
you
didn't win a trophy,
did
and you're
this throughout
talking
the
about
whole
how much
argument,
he improved.
moving the goalpost and changing the topics each time. I just
Nah,
said how
bro. You're
I said
actually
how.
not making sense, bro.
No,
You're
not a
not
chance,
making
bro.
sense
Not a
right now,
chance.
bro.
No, because you were suggesting before that Arteta's done bad in the 5-year spell because he's won 1 trophy. But now that he's improving, now he could go on to improve even more. Time could tell.
How do
Maybe
you improve? How do you improve even more without winning a trophy, James? Tell me how.
So he hasn't won a trophy, so now he can't improve.
Bruv, how do you improve and more now with spending all the money without winning the league and winning trophies? Because he done the pretty football stuff and didn't win nothing. West Ham went and won a European trophy.
Oh,
Man
my
United
days.
won
I
a
haven't
trophy.
said he's not going to go on and win no trophies. I'm saying that he could be better than United next season, which is where it all stemmed from. And you decided to go down all deep little avenues because you've got Arsenal all the way stuck up your ass. So if you got less emotional and you're actually engaged more in the actual conversation which we were having, you understand where we were going with it. But you decided to turn left and right and you get rattled.
You're calling me emotional, yeah? You're raising your voice. You're gesticulating. You're the
That's
one.
not necessarily the truth. I'm
Bro,
not
you're the one
raising
that's
my
not
voice.
calm, bro. No, you're the one that's not calm, James, bro. You're the one that's not calm. In this sense, because the way you're speaking to me now, yeah, if we're sitting in the same room, you wouldn't speak to me like that. So I know you're not calm, bro.
If we were having a football debate. Oh, so
No,
it's serious for you, but I'm emotional.
It's not serious at all, bro. What I'm saying is,
So how come you're saying if we were in the same room? Because if we were in the same room, I'd have the comfort of knowing as boys we could discuss. But if you're going to get rattled, then that means if we're in the same room, you've got a problem. So what's the problem?
It never gets disrespectful.
So this has been disrespectful.
Bro, I'm not shushing you. I'm not calling you genius and saying little things like that. That is.
Oh, come on. We've had that banter for time and now you're getting rattled over that. Behave yourself, G. Come on. No, seriously, man.
Behave, bro. I can have a discussion with you. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need to call you anything, James, because you're my guy, innit? So relax. So don't say I'm rattled when you're calling me out of my name, bro. Like, if you're calling me out of my name, you're rattled. I'm not rattled, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is,
and we're having a little joke with you like you before anyway.
Because it's sarcastic, bro. I know you're not an idiot, so I'm not gonna call you genius in a sarcastic way. It's not necessary. That's my point. So I'm relaxed, innit? The point, and they're saying, oh, that went over your head. It could never go over my head.
So why you asked about that point? Because you've stepped on that point for time. I'm just saying, bro.
I'm saying it doesn't need to go this way. Like, it don't need to go this way. We're having a calm debate, like, so it doesn't need to get cheeky. It doesn't need to get sarcastic. Let's just have a debate.
Apologize. Yeah,
this is what I'll say. I apologize and then say that I'm rattled. I'm not rattled. If I was rattled.
This is what I'll say then. Yeah, I apologize if you've perceived it to be a debate which has gone past, or maybe is what you've perceived as disrespect of some sort. You're my G lad. We've had discussions like this before. I don't know why it went to this level this once. I didn't understand if we were sat in the same room because that means you took it to a point. I've heard us debate like this before. I didn't think it was abnormal.
But like, if I'm sitting there with you, I'm like, bro, chill. Don't talk to me like that. You know them one. Like, that's what it is. That's what I'm saying, innit? That's what I'm saying because you're my guy.
So what didn't you like?
It doesn't matter. We're cool.
Just the genius.
No, the one's there. Like, it was unnecessary, innit? Because we're having a conversation, innit? So we just need to keep it.
I apologize if it upset you, but bro, that weren't the intention. I just thought we were having banter.
But we are. But at the end of the day, not only are we having banter or whatever, but we're still trying to get points over. So when we're trying to get points over, we need to stay on the points. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You should listen to that though. That's contradictory because you were going off.
It's not though, because my point's always been, if you're a big club, you need to be winning trophies, bro. Finishing second. You're talking about finishing second, bro. Having a better season than someone because you finished second, bro. Like, to me, that doesn't make sense, bro.
Listen, I don't give up.
We don't give up.
I'm not here to go into football debates to upset people. So if I upset you, I'll apologize on my behalf for whatever it was that I did that was disrespectful.
My thing is, we don't give out participation trophies in life, innit? Finishing second is not a better season. It's not better season than someone lifting a trophy. As much as we laugh about certain things and say, oh, this is a Mickey Mouse Cup or whatever, players remember when they win, when they lift trophies. Players remember. I've watched my team, you've watched your team lose by a point. I've watched my team lose on goal difference and seen these guys on the pitch crying. Do you think you could tell them that they had a better season that season when they finished second to Man City on goal difference when they're crying there with their kids, or when someone else lifted a trophy? You can't tell them Man United players, oh, you know what, don't worry, you had a better season than so-and-so that lifted the FA Cup. You can't tell them that. You can't tell them that. Like, better season. You'll never have a better season not winning a trophy than winning a trophy. That is my argument. So, being at a big club, it's about lifting trophies. You know that. Your club's lifted the most trophies in the country. You lot will never stop telling us that. The whole rivalry between our clubs is about how many trophies we've lifted. Yes or no, James?
No, that's right. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not about how many times we finish second. It's not about that, James.
No, fair enough, lad. No,
Our
fair
whole
enough.
rivalry as a club is based on who has more trophies in England, Manchester United or Liverpool. Not who's had better seasons based on who finished second. So no one could tell me that finishing second is better than lifting a trophy if you're Declan Rice. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Declan Rice isn't going to take a second place finish at Arsenal over lifting the European Cup at West Ham. I'll put my life on that.
Okay.
Would you not agree?
Which Declan Rice getting a trophy with West Ham is a bigger achievement and whatnot.
Bro, just in general, if you ask Declan Rice, yeah, the feeling of lifting that cup with West Ham or finishing second next season with Arsenal with no trophies, what do you take? Declan takes the trophy.
No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, no, I understand.
And that's my point. So finishing with a trophy is always better than not finishing with a trophy. Are Arsenal a better football team than Manchester United right now based on what they've done last season in terms? Absolutely. Like, if we played Arsenal 5 times, I would expect them to beat us maybe 3 times. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact is, we won a trophy and they didn't. So, do you know what I'm saying? That's what it boils down to for me. And also, my manager's in his first season. I believe when he has more time with these players, he will bridge the gap in what Arsenal are doing. Because player for player, we should be doing better against Arsenal. We should be playing better football. So, it's one of them ones where I think Liverpool next season, I think we need to look over our shoulders at Liverpool. We finished above you, but you've got a better attack than us. Like, on paper, we're a better team than you, I would say, but I'm worried about you guys. You guys could end up finishing above us next season if we're not careful. But I would say that. But I would say we're better than you. But that doesn't mean that I'm not wary of you. You know, like that. So that's how it is. Next season, I'm assuming you want to win trophies. Obviously, you want to finish in the top 4 because Liverpool ain't used to finishing outside that for a little while. But you would love a trophy.
Of course. And it's always good when you win a trophy. I hear what you're saying.
And that's it. So that's all it is. I'm not saying Arteta shit. I'm not saying Arsenal shit. I'm saying 5 years, man's got to win more trophies now. It's not just good enough to be, you know what, we challenged Man City. Because when you were challenging Man City, you were still winning trophies. And they're not. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah, the point is that I just saw us. We had good seasons where we didn't necessarily win much or win anything major, but no, fair enough. Yeah, no, the overall premise is trophies and whatnot. But yeah, I just don't understand how it's diverted in many different ways.
Nah, brother, it is what it is, but that's football, though, isn't it? Football always goes there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone makes a point, and then the point goes here, then it goes here, then you end up talking about other things. But ultimately, if them man aren't winning trophies. If you're not winning trophies in football, what are you doing? You're just participating.
Yeah, no money.
And that's what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, you lot in the chat, big up. You know what I'm saying? Right, it's been fucking busy. Do you know what I mean? It's been an hour and 20 minutes, bruv. Hey, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to James's channel. Click that link. What you got coming up, bro? Is that you for the evening?
Streaming tonight at 10, so you can all jump on. And big up to the chat as well. Great support, mate. And as we know, on these football chats, it can always get heated, you know what I mean? But it's always good and always fun. Make sure you smash those likes, pay your rent, you fools. And yeah, tune in tonight at 10.
You lot, make sure you get them lights up. We need at least 700. You man are asleep. Do you know what I mean? You lot sitting there rubbing your hands and rubbing whatever else you're rubbing, blood, but you ain't hit the like button, bro. So make sure you hit the like button. Get man up to 700 likes, people. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone in the chat. And I will see you guys. I think we got Henry Wright tomorrow at 6 p.m. people. Big up.